This is a preview for the week of May 23rd to May 27th. We can call it the penultimate week of May. Sell in May and go away, not so sure. Anyway, over the weekend, we have G7 meetings. They're probably going to do sort of a slap Japan on the wrist for intervening in markets. I don't expect anything huge, but perhaps we'll have some comments. In the past, they used to be more important meetings. On Monday, for those trading the euro dollar, the world's most important currency pair, we have the forward-looking PMIs, purchasing managers indexes. Most important one is the German manufacturing one. And we have more from Germany with the ZU figure. It's Germany's, I would say, number 2 think tank, but it's released before the number 1 think tank releases its figure. So it's also significant for the euro. We have US new home sales. Follow-up. Sales of new homes trigger more activity, making this figure more important than existing home sales. Well, usually. Things warm up on Wednesday. Another indicator, the number 1 think tank in Germany, the IFO figure, a rate decision in Canada. So if we talk today about the Canadian dollar, this is an opportunity for the Bank of Canada to talk once again against the strength of the Canadian dollar if it remains strong, but if it retreats, I believe we'll not hear anything about that. The Bank of Canada could sort of say, okay, and the government is now leading the charge and we're on the sidelines, but you never know. They might react to the weakness, potential weakness in the Canadian economy due to those wildfires. This should be an interesting event. And the big events come towards the end of the week. I mean, for the United States, the Fed said it's data dependent. So now we have the data. On Thursday, well, before that, we have UK GDP, the second release. And then we have durable goods orders. Durable goods orders, the core figure, it's for April, and reflects investment, very important for growth for the Fed. Speaking about growth, we have a revision of Q1 growth on Friday, and that also should have a significant impact. So we have a strong close for the week in terms of US figures. The June or no June, July or no July to hike or not to hike. Towards the end of the week, we could have significant moves in markets regarding that. Okay, so that's the preview for next week's big events. It should also be an interesting week. Yeah, okay, so before we go and enjoy the weekend, I see here a few more questions. Yeah, okay, Luca is off to work, enjoy. Luca says, odd Kiwi, very interesting yesterday. Daily candle may have reached medium-term bottom. Okay, let's share this chart with everybody. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a long-term trend line supporting Aussie Kiwi. One of the favorite crosses because usually they move in tandem, the antipodian currencies. And now, and of course, when they do separate, it provides opportunities on this cross. So this is quite a strong trend line. Thanks for sharing. Since November, the pair touched this line several times. Now makes another attempt. So yeah, may have reached medium-term bottom, and from here we could rise. Yeah, what we've seen in Aussie Kiwi is mostly the fall of the Australian dollar. The Aussie dollar is 600 pips off the highs. The Kiwi is only something like 300 pips off the highs. So both currencies retreated against the US dollar, but the Aussie is certainly the weakest link because of the recent rate cut. And the Kiwi is looking stronger because the RBNZ did not follow through. No hints even of a rate cut. Okay, so thanks for sharing this chart. Luca says, Sirix says, nice look, Luca. Aussie certainly overextended to the short term. Anyway, yeah, it's a nice chart. So once again, thank you everybody for coming throughout the week. Thank you for all the great comments, the questions. Hope you had an exciting week with the US dollar. Hope we'll have another exciting week after a fun weekend, of course. most of you, I guess, are here in the Northern Hemisphere, and it's a great season now to enjoy the weekend. So yeah, and any feedback, as I mentioned, to Mauricio, which is managing the live videos of FX Street. Any kind of feedback is welcome. And yeah, one more chart before we go off. Yeah. So Zurich shares, it's an odd Swiss one. Yeah, potential to the upside after the recent, well, the Swiss franc is weakening and so is the Aussie, but perhaps there's more room for weakening of the franc. Well, not a common cross, but perhaps interesting technical levels right here if we have a break to the upside. Okay, RSI looks to be changing direction. Okay, so thanks for sharing. I'm also glad that you're sharing things with each other. Having a community is great. And okay, so that's it. So I wish everybody a safe and successful trading day in markets. Happy weekend, as they say in French, bon weekend. I learned that recently. And see you on Monday. So that's it for today. Thank you and bye-bye.